touch and like I can get him to do anything if I promise a little nookie on the side.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Is he an earth sign? When's his birthday?
Hey, what's the problem? I see no wrong. What's the problem?
He's a Capricorn. January 3rd.
Like I said, that's Earth. Yeah.
Just we need it.
That's funny.
And he's very he likes material things.
Yeah.
So
Earth.
That's another way of, you know what I'm saying? Hey, buy you a watch, then I'm gonna get my new computer, right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
So that's how I motivate him. But I'm not that way. I'm you listen to me and cuddle me, touch me. I'm that kind of person.
Water.
So, and we had to learn to you're like, wait, water, earth,
world, the world.
Because I got
She got this shit.
When's your birthday? What you like, a Cancer?
I'm May 22nd. I'm a Gemini.
Oh, you air. Okay, sorry. I ain't gonna say nothing else.
Go ahead.
Twins, you know how that is.
Flip side? No.
But I think that's a good question too. And I think that it sparks conversation because, like Christian said, people don't know what that is. So if you ask and they don't know what it is, then that'll spark a conversation as well. So you can kind of get that communication started too.
Yeah.
That's and now, okay, so then T and Shine, are you guys, what's your sign? You got the sign thing that's going?
Oh, like our dynamic is
does it match? Does it not? Like, does that relationships, do you think?
What you say?
Well, with us, we like she was saying, you have to take your time to really know your person. And if you're willing to work with that person, then you're able to kind of understand that love language and reciprocate it, give and take kind of thing.
Indeed.
With us, my biggest thing is the ability to evolve. Like, I don't like complacent. Like, I need areas of growth, constant growth, evolution. Like, we're always going to be doing something in the littles.
Indeed.
Constantly. And that's what he likes. That's what he likes about me. And that's something that he already enjoys to do. He doesn't like to be complacent. So that's important to me. Communication, of course,
Absolutely.
is very important.
I would say communication for sure. I mean, because how else you gonna know? You know what I mean? If you don't verbalize how you feel, and sometimes, to the prematurity of a relationship, you may not know what you like. You know what I'm saying? Personally, yet. You know what I mean? Some things may be, new. You know what I'm saying? The newness of everything makes it like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Damn.
When you say premature, do you mean in age or in the relationship?
I mean,
in your own evolution.
Yeah, I say
your own evolution.
Like in your own
I
evolution.
think like within yourself. I think
Yeah.
like within yourself, you
Indeed.
have to know what's after. If you don't know you can't expect somebody else to know you.
Indeed.
So I don't know. Everybody doesn't get there though, because I've dealt with it having. Everyone doesn't get there. But you have to know you. You have to know what you like. You have to know what you don't like in order for you to express that to somebody else. Because I think people get frustrated because you doing stuff, but you don't even know what's going on with you.
Indeed. Right.
So how do you explain? Like, I tell people, you gotta love you. You gotta know you. And I think when me and my husband met, I think I made that clear to him. Like, I know me. I'm very aware of who I am. I'm very aware of what I do and don't do. That's a conversation that we had to have because one, we do have the age gap between us. You can't tell, but the other reason is because he was used to dealing with taking care of people. He's used to, I take care, but I do what I want to do. I say, well, you're not going to do what the hell you want to do here, but we going to take care of, us. So we converse, and even as he's extremely mature, but even as old as he is, it took a moment for him. He was like his exact words to me. He was like, I'm fucked up. He's like, I'm fucked up and I do some fucked up things sometimes. He's like, but it's because of the things that I've had done to me. And I appreciated that for him to even know that, to acknowledge that, and acknowledge it verbally, not just something he kept into himself, but he actually acknowledged it verbally to me.
Yeah, I was like, communication too.
Yeah, and it is like that's what made me fall in love with him. Like, he communicated like things that, some guys might keep. Like, I remember, I think one time it was a time that I said, what are you thinking about? He said, you want me to tell you the truth or you want me to lie? I said, tell me the truth. And he was telling me, he said, well, I was dealing with this female and I got to cut her off. And this was like at the very beginning, like this maybe like very, very, very beginning, maybe like a week or two. And I was like, okay, I like that. It's not like you tried to hold on to her until you seen whether you really like me or not, and you didn't try to like still communicate. I like that he communicated that to me, and he was able, and like I said, he was able to communicate to me about what was that he had some things going on with him, and that allowed me, because if he didn't tell me, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I wasn't about to open up and tell him nothing about me either. Like, you gotta tell me before I tell you, because from past, you learn that some people like to use your past against you, and you can't be vulnerable. But his ability to be vulnerable with me allowed me to be vulnerable with him. Before that, I would not have
see that. That's very true. And that's what people don't really feel like that you can trust a person to bring down those walls. And I think that's the issue that a lot of Black couples, single people go through when they're dating, is that nobody wants to be vulnerable. And because at that point, I'm leaving my heart open to just be shot down. So it's like, do I really give you 100%? But now it's like I'm wearing a mask at the same time. So it makes it that much harder, so it's really crazy.
It is. It's like, if I tell you
didn't get a relationship outside of high school and you getting one like in our age now, it comes with a lot of baggage.
Hey, but I got to
know how to unpack that baggage in order to be able to go forward.
I got a quick question for Tia and Sean. Since you guys, have been together for a while, and you guys have, like you stated, you guys stay active with each other, and I know that you guys have a business together. Has that helped your relationship? Having a business?
I feel like, I mean, to be honest, yeah. I mean, because it speaks to the mechanics part. You see what I'm saying? Where it's like, okay, yeah, we can love each other. We can do all those other things, but can we start something and be effective? You see what I'm saying? And really do something that is, for the longevity of our family, and really, set it up. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like personally, it's exciting to have that goal right now. You know what I'm saying? For us to look around, see what's going on, see our children, and be like, gosh, yeah, you know what I mean? I feel like it's exciting. So that keeps I think that keeps us like, what's next? What you want,
And it helps exercise our communication, definitely, because we don't agree on everything. And there's certain things that I stand firm on, and also things that I think I know so well. And he'll try to show me a different perspective on it. And I'm like, you know what? You're right,
And we just had a talk about that last week. So when you have a disagreement, or do you allow, I'll ask you, LaShawn, because men seem to, like, when they have an issue and they want to talk about it now, they want to talk about it now. If she's not able to talk within her emotion at that moment, do you give her that space to be able to just sit and digest?
You know what? I'm graduating.
Good answer. Good answer.
On some real shit. Like, some real shit. I'm graduating. You know what I'm saying? From that.
That's real.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I'm just saying I'm graduating from that because of sometimes men have that integrity of like, what? Like the demand. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes you have to, in a relationship, in a partnership, in all of the ships, you're gonna have to draw that balance. You feel what I'm saying? It's a balance that is necessary for the next step. Even to conclude the argument or whatever the disagreement is, there is an established like, all right, hold up. And it don't happen all the time. You see what I'm saying? Like real talk.
There's a fine line between accepting the person as they are and still being open to change as a person, you know, be a little bit malleable. You know what I'm saying? Because even with him growing with that, I gotta say it. It takes me to be like, okay, Sean. Okay, well, I still don't want to talk about it. You know, instead of me taking it to a level where I'm like, didn't I, you know, say I feel like talk about it
that's
right
my
now.
point. Is that what you want?
And that was,
I mean,
like,
that's a thing that, you know, I'm graduating because
we have to balance each other out when it comes to stuff. You got to pick your battles.
Right, and then in my opinion, that's part of communication. That shows that you guys are growing from your communication. Because in my opinion, a lot of times, like you said, with a man, I know personally, like we was talking about, I don't like a woman to be like, you know, all right, it's over. I don't want to talk about it no more. I feel
oh man.
But he does that.
But wait a minute.
Now I do that.
And I'm the one like, but it's not even an argument. I'm just communicating a thought. Let me get my whole thought process out, and maybe you can relate, you know. And that's what happens. And then I just be like, you know what?
Okay. Now this is big.
It ain't even worth it.
This is huge right here. This is very huge in this situation, right? What happens is with a man, because we a man, we ballsy and everything. Tone is everything, right? In a conversation. You see what I'm saying? If you love me and you know that you're gonna love me after we argue today or whatever this disagreement is right now, then the tone should be in love. That's what I be on. Like, all right.
You know what? I agree. And I say that all the time. You have to remember that the person that you're having a disagreement with is the person that you love. So all of those, you don't go dagger and you don't go low on it.
And that's why I just be like,
agreement with the person I love. At the end of the day, I still love you. So you don't take, if you truly love somebody, you don't take those jabs to try to bring them down. Listen, I'm just trying to get my point across. And if right now I can't get my point across, then maybe I need to let it go until I can get it across. But in love, you have to remember, or in a relationship, you have to remember, I love this person. You do not, you cannot. I tell my husband and I tell anyone, I can't be mad. I can't be mad at someone that I love. I can be upset with you, but I can't be mad with you.
That's true.
I still love you. I can be mad at somebody I don't give a damn about. But I love you, so I'm upset with you right now. There's a difference.
There's an
acknowledgement that you gotta have. You know what I'm saying? There's an acknowledgement that you gotta have. You know what I'm saying? And like we talked earlier about the prematurity. You see what I'm saying? Like, you see what I mean? Like, it's certain things that is like, okay, am I let me see how you say this shit. Like it's am I premature? Am I coming of age or coming of a man? You see what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have no notebook or no penmanship to learn how to do this. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, there's no rule book going on. It's just, okay, you have to come to an atonement with yourself and say, okay, this is how I want to be treated. This is how I'm going to treat you. You see what I'm saying? And let's see how it works.
And there has to be a little bit of trust in that too, because you have to trust that the other person is not trying to hurt you. And I think that's one of my dynamics that I've gone through that has led to the point where I'm at now. I think that a lot of the trust was, I think that some men, not all men, shield themselves from opening themselves up. And I feel like because of that, he wasn't trusting me enough to love him, that I wasn't trying to be mean. I wasn't trying to belittle him about certain things, but he's already got his guard up. So it's like, And I'm I'm not really attacking you. I'm talking in this tone. I mean, I'm loud as hell anyway, but like I'm not.
But see, that's gonna kill it though. That tone.
Right. Yeah, because me and Sean both come from single parent households.
And that was the question I had. That I was gonna say, does the background help you create the marriage because you have something that you've seen? Or is it totally fresh for you?
This shit is imaginary.
No, we are individuals that set our intentions.
Indeed, I would say that.
Okay.
I don't know if the household makes a difference though in how you're raised, because people can see two people in the household all they want to, but it's how you see those two people in the household.
Yeah.
Just because you see the mother and the father don't mean you seen love.
Yeah,
right. Absolutely.
Is it based on love? Is it based on business? Or is this based on survival? Because without each other, we ain't gonna make it. And I know the person that I was dealing with, he was raised on survival. And he put his parents together. He came from a 2-person home, but that was survival.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
That part. There's definitely a difference. That is definitely, yes.
And you have to have patience with your partner.
Yeah. That part too.
Hell yeah, you gotta have patience with a Gemini, Miss Tamara. My husband.
Now let me ask this question before it gets too late. Now, I know you said something about the earth and the air signs and how your mate was motivated sexually. Can your mate ever say no in the bedroom? Is that an option?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
No, what? Can your mate say no in the bedroom? Listen, I cannot keep up. Now, will I definitely, yes. This one is charged. I'm talking, we going on 20 years. Okay.
Right, man.
Sorry.
So I'm a woman. I get tired sometimes. However, do I turn up for them? Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, my thing is, I feel like
I always
no doubt.
Got some of my sleep.
Look, check.
I mean, you're gonna have to. Like, you're gonna have to fuck with me. I'm sorry, unfortunately.
Well, I can say this. I have not always been that person. And it's been
get that work now.
It's been mainly the situation. So I don't know if y'all heard. Well, I know Tia heard it, but so I just had a hysterectomy. So that was a blockage in my life that wouldn't allow me to be charged like that.
Gotcha.
But I can say, and he can honestly answer too. I wish he was here because he could answer it. I mean, sometimes you just have to do what you have to do. If he asks, and I'm tired,
roll over.
I mean, I'm gonna give at least
give me a minute.
60% of the week, you know what I'm saying, 4 times a week, but every single day, I don't think is necessarily.
I mean,
come on now, for real.
Every day, that gets boring.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Well, no, because I got all kinds of shit.
I don't say it get boring. I have long days, okay? I have long.
It ain't gonna get boring, man. But I'm a Taurus.
Men have a meter. Like they have a meter.
Bull, we don't get
Virgo. So.
No, you can slide. No, I know when my husband getting like, all right now, you know what I'm saying? I don't let too many days go by. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What I say like this.
Don't let too many days.
You got to turn up.
I'm gonna come back to that maturity thing. You see what I mean? Because again, with a man, I'm a horn minorn sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you have to not all the time. But for real, but I'm saying,
but that's fine.
Hey, you would rather me be.
I'd rather him be all over me than anybody else.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Check this shit out.
And I give him a little chase steal sometimes.
And that was my next question, because I'm gonna throw that in. You see now that people are considering the option of polygamy. Mm-hmm. Would that ever be something that you would think of if it benefited you in the aspect of your business, if it gave you a day off, Tia? You got a weekend free.
You know what? I personally am too far into this what we're doing. I mean, it's been way too established. I personally would not. I understand why people do it though. Like, I don't judge people. This is part of our heritage, actually.
Absolutely.
It goes way back.
Traditionally.
This is what we're supposed to be doing,
Indeed.
to be completely honest. And just because I have knowledge of that, I know that it exists and why it exists. But for our dynamic, I'm not, you know, he got enough problems dealing with me.
Mature enough.
Right.
Oh, listen, I said that we
Yeah,
need
a whole lot of women.
Children. I'm not, it's too much.
Well,
It's too
yeah,
much to,
I would say that same thing. Like, I wouldn't, I mean, personally, for real, I would feel some kind of way giving that much of myself to a whole nother person at this point.
even if it is an enterprise.
At this point, I mean, any business I can do myself. You know what I'm saying? For real. But you know, of course, I don't block that. I don't block that idealism at all. I don't think that it's nothing. I mean, I know we ain't doing it. No, I'm saying I know we not doing it, but I'm just saying I'm not against anybody who does
it. I have friends
who are polygamous. You know what I'm saying, and it works for them. You see what I'm saying? It works out for them. Like with me personally, we too far gone. Like she said, I think we too far gone, too far established in a relationship to be like, okay, because then we're gonna be both looking at her like, well, what you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like I said, he ain't waiting that long. I mean, like, the load ain't that heavy that I can't handle it.
And listen, I'm gonna tell y'all what you do with her, because I told my husband that we need a wife. This is what you do, but maybe mine. We need a wife because I need a housewife. We need a housewife. I don't need her to take care of him. We need a housewife because he good. We good. But we
a sister wife.
A maid.
Your sister wife.
I'm thinking it's like housewife treating me the maid.
Like a maid. Listen, but I can be honest though, it is kind of like a maid. That's really what we need. We need a maid /90 because I need her to take care of these damn kids. Because both of us still our household duties, both of us. However, I am okay with me. I like to play sometimes. So I just want somebody to stay with it I can play with when I feel like it. However, really truthfully, I'm like, listen, the way that he worked, the way that I work in 2 states, he work in 2, 3, 4 states. And whenever he working in real life, we work together. We're always together. When he's at work, I'm at work. When I'm at work, like when I work over in California, he's with me over there doing something too. So in the meantime, I need somebody back at the house to look after them, because even though they're mature and they're young, I still need somebody to keep them in line, make sure nobody tearing up our stuff, make sure they still eat, please, that ain't McDonald's and ain't ordering Uber Eats all the damn time, stuff like that. But like
in the Totino's.
Somebody that's a nanny /
I
just want somebody I can play with sometimes. That's it.
My honesty is that nah.
Nah.
I'm not. I understand where it comes from and why certain people do it. For me, I'm a whole lot. I mean, y'all know I'm a Gemini. I'm a whole lot.
I'm 2 of them.
I'm 2
of them for sure.
Your polygamy is right here.
2 of them.
You get Tammy or you get Tamara.
Oh, damn.
Damn, see how I go?
So I'm a whole lot. So, but I think that, like Christian was saying, like I do so much that it would be nice to have somebody here to do other things. But as far as like taking care of my husband, nah, I'm good. I'm good on it.
That's not how I do it. That's not how I go. But
take a big girl.
What I will say though, is, since me and Tasha's last conversation about polygamy, I've asked 3 women, right? Not asked them like to be my wife, but just asked them about polygamy. Like, what do you think about polygamy, right? All of them was like, no, nope, I don't want to shit. Nope, I ain't shit. And I'm like, what about the business aspect of it? Why is it always about sex and sharing your man? What about getting money? Anything about getting money in there? No, don't give a fuck about money. Okay.
Yeah, it's a group economic thing. I get it, but yeah.
Everybody's like, I seen how my wife was just looking at me though on you know what I'm saying? Like,
man, I say shit.
Nah, that's all.
We always have conversations about stuff. Not like, do you want to try this? No. But like, wow, this is, I understand why people do that. You know, me and Sean talk about a lot of stuff that have to do with the interaction of different relationships and stuff like that. But it's just not for me. It's just not.
And so what do you guys do to kind of keep the relationship fresh? How do you keep it spicy after all this time?
Who, me and Sean?
Yeah.
Us? Everybody? Us?
Yeah.
Wine?
Tia and Sean.
You got a wine business. What you mean?
I mean, we do that. We keep ourselves, like she says, we evolve. You know what I'm saying? I like to evolve intellectually. You see what I'm saying? To understand that. You know what I'm saying? Keep my mind growing. Spicy. You mean spicy like
But
what?
does it ever get to, so it's never a dull moment where you're just like kind of.
We definitely had our moments where it's just like, all right, something else we gotta do. Like let's do something different. Let's go somewhere. I'm bored because I can get bored easily, but not in a sense of a relationship necessarily, but just day-to-day activity. I get bored. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we try to travel, do things together, go to the beach. Maybe lay out a blanket and have a picnic. Go to the art museum. Go in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me? Shit like that. I mean, them is things that you
don't expect,
You gotta do shit like that.
It's times where Shauna will be having a little back and forth talk. I'll go downstairs and make him breakfast. You know what I'm saying? And bring it to him just to initiate a different feeling, and then that creates something else. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to be willing
to snatch it up too sometimes. You see what I'm saying? Snatch it up, do something different.
Snatch it up.
On some real.
Yeah. Like just recently we went to a spa in Chicago.
It was dope.
And we just got away just to get away. We were celebrating. I had got a promotion at my job.
Congratulations.
A really big promotion. Thank you. And to celebrate that, he took me to Chicago and little stuff like that. Now we planning our next trip.
Right.
And just looking forward to doing new shit stuff. Yeah. You gotta stay like that. And with the friendship, that's what I'm saying. With the friendship, you can sit there and be like, look, nigga, I'm bored. And we've been fussing back and forth.
We need a
let's go. Yeah, let's go to the bar. Let's go, you know what I'm saying? And it's not every day, but you have to find those moments of intervention for yourself. I would also recommend therapy for couples. We have never been to therapy, but even I'm just talking about as individuals. People have a lot of stuff that they need to unpack.
Right.
Me personally, I just lost my mom. Prior to that, I was going through issues with family. Just my family is not as big and tight knit. You know what I'm saying? So those can bring on undisclosed issues that you didn't really know about, that can come up later in life.
Yeah, I dealt with abandonment issues. You see what I'm saying, right? But I didn't know. You see what I'm saying? I ain't even know that it was that. You see what I'm saying? For a long time, to the point where I was like, like, damn, would you about to go? You know what I'm saying? Like, all right. Or if we get in an argument or something, it's like, all right, then fuck it then. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Get out of here. I don't need you. All the way, like, fuck it. Because it was those issues of abandonment that I was like, okay, fuck it then. I'm used to doing shit on my own, or I can get it now. Don't think I ain't. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Those type of things where I had to deal with, like, well, damn. Then it took me to my past, my childhood, where abandonment issues had came up, and I had not dealt with that shit yet. You see what I'm saying? And it was coming up in my relationship. You feel me? To the point where it's like, oh, what is it? You see what I'm saying? And then I had to do my self-work.
Can I say this much? Can I say this much? I think that because my husband and I both came together at the point in our lives that we came together, that I feel like a lot of the things that like LaShawn and Tia was just saying, like the things you deal with, maybe therapy or the things that you didn't unpack. I think we've done it individually, and it made it easier for us to be able to do it together. like converse about those things.
Yeah.
When you do the work, it's familiar, right?
Like I said, once he made himself vulnerable to me, it opened up for us to be able to communicate more. So he was able to let me know what it was that caused him his traumas and why he may do one thing or another. And I was able to let him know what caused me my traumas and why I may do things the way I might not call them, and why I do things my way. So it allowed us to, I feel like we were allowed to communicate, I think, more effectively now because where we are in life versus when we were younger and growing up together, like Tia and Sean, they were able to grow up together. We didn't grow up
literally
together.
Yeah.
We went through our things, and it takes the person themselves to like do your own individual deal. Don't just jump from one relation to the next, expecting to be fixed. But like I said, he was single for 8 years. And hell, for the most part, I was single, but I dealt with what I had to deal with. And so when we got together, it made it easier for us to communicate with each other. And I think that's what made us like and love each other even more. That damn, I can talk to you. I can communicate with you. Like I can actually have a conversation with you. And it takes heed, like we take heed to one another. I was actually able to learn about you, which allowed me to love you more. You know?
Exactly. That's beautiful. Oh, and I love how look at you closing out my show. Oh yeah, bro. I loved it. Well, we only got 4 minutes left, but I want to thank you guys for coming on tonight. Just taking a little bit of your time to talk about it. Now we all have been discussing, because y'all know Amazon Prime, you can just throw videos up. We was thinking about doing a Black Love documentary, so don't be surprised if we reach back out again with some more questions, or if we have a little bit more we want to pull outside of this interview we did now. But that's something just to look out for in the future. But again, we thank
Al, we got to get together, Al.
I'll call you after this.
Yeah.
Make sure, and then of course we got to make sure we look out for the little grapevine. Everybody want to check that out.
It's going, y'all.
You do that.
I need y'all to be able to send things to Vegas.
I know.
Ohio
is.
Ohio. Yeah, go ahead, because Ohio is some suckers, man. Real.
They blame it on COVID.
I like to support my businesses. And I can't help. I can't do nothing. I can't sing for it. So when y'all
get it,
let me know, because I totally support.
Absolutely, yeah.
If I get down there, I'll bring you some with me. I don't know.
There you go.
Hey, shit, we supposed to be coming out there August though, but then we hopefully have something before that.
Well, yeah, we are.
Well, I'm a little dual state, so now we're moving to California. We'll be in California by April, May.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Cool.
All right, well, let's go ahead and wrap this up. We got 2 minutes left, I believe. Thanks so much again for tuning in. You can catch me on Instagram, Queen Marie _CLE. Al, what can they catch you at?
The Smartalecs Podcast.
T and Shine, if you want to go ahead and put your page up.
Little grapevine,
on all social media platforms.
Yes.
The Little Grapevine.
Definitely. Anything you want to promote, Tamara? You got some nice interior design promotions going on. Anything?
Yeah, Easter coming up.
Catch me on YouTube at Tammy Thompson TVMG, and I'm on Instagram under designer DEZINER 522.
Right.
Dopeness. And Chris just out here saving lives because she is essential.
Man, respect, girl. Respect,
the director of hospital.
Put that mask on too.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Yes, y'all. Thank you. Thanks so much for y'all time. We'll talk to y'all later, though. All right. Up this week.
Peace. Love y'all, man.
Peace. Good night.
All right. What's up? Chilling. You just.
Whew.
I'll catch you later, sweetheart. You have a good night.
All right. You too.
Bye-bye.